Hi guys, this is gonna be like one of my old videos where I just quickly mention a topic, hold my phone, and get you thinking about life. So I'm going to need to be speaking in codes because of the censorship and algorithm on this very compromised site that I am posting this on. So recently I had a friend tell me that her job is setting up testing centers and jab options and preparing for the next round of a PANDEMIC, but I'm going to call it a panini, okay? So they're preparing for another panini, and my best advice to you is do not comply. That is the best thing that I can tell you in a time like this. If you do not want to see a repeat of one of the worst years of all of our lives, do not comply. It wasn't legal in the first place, and it won't be legal this time. I just saw 111, okay? The other thing I want to ask you is, should things l0ck3d, should they LD? Are you happy? Are you happy in your relationship? Are you happy with your job? Do you have a good relationship with your family? Is your family long distance? Do you need to have protocols in place should something like this happen again? Do you have protocols in place should the internet go down or the phone lines go down? Or certain restrictions be placed around communication or travel? Are you prepared, okay? And even if that's just mentally prepared, even if there's not much you can do physically, mentally prepare. Are you in an ABUSIVE relationship? It's like unbelievable I can't even use these words on this platform. What you have to ask yourself, a platform of righteousness and truth would want to highlight certain ways to make yourself safer on those situations, right? Not pretend like they don't exist and punish you for acknowledging that they do. Could it be because we are in an ABUSIVE relationship with the so-called authority over us all? Could that be why? With our governments? Do you know there's a new conspiracy guideline on this platform? And some of my lives have been slowly being removed from years ago, from like 2019, 2020. Did you know that? If they're planning something big, are you safe? If you are in one of those A relationships, are you safe, or would you be killed if you were forced to stay in the house with that person? Would you be hurt physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially by this A of this person? I just saw 333. Okay? Are you safe? Do you want to go into a LD situation with someone in your life who is A-ing you? Okay? And that can be your job too. Doesn't have to just be your interpersonal relationships with family, friends, or lovers. All right, so those are the two things I want to ask yourself. Are you happy? Are you safe? Will you be able to stand up and say no? I did the last panini. I didn't wear a mask the entire time. I didn't get my jab. None of it. I was harassed everywhere I went. I had people twice my age and like 4 times my size threatening to physically hurt me, to kick my ass, just getting my groceries. Everywhere I went, people treated me like a leper. Nobody stood up for me when people were somehow standing up for the greater good by bullying a young girl alone. And clearly, having some, like taking some kind of risk, because back then we didn't even know what a sham it was, what a lie it was. I couldn't wear it, nor did I want to, but I couldn't wear it for PTSD reasons. You don't want to say that to these bullies. These bullies will tell you, oh, you're too young for mental health issues. Oh, you've never been to war, so you don't have PTSD. You're putting my health at risk. Meanwhile, these people have fucking cheese balls and fucking Hot Pockets and they're morbidly obese. Yeah, but me, the girl trying to mind her business, buy her groceries alone in solitude, staying 6 feet away from everybody, and you come up in my face, you posture at me, you push me, you touch me, but I'm putting you at risk. By the way, when that happened, the manager came out and was like, I will call the police and have you arrested, to them. Because I wasn't doing anything wrong. They were doing everything wrong. Bawled my eyes out in front of like 50 people. Nobody did or said anything. Not a single man stood up for me, or woman. No one. This woman did this in front of her child as well. He was bawling in the shopping cart, begging her to stop. This was like 2 days before Christmas too. Every time she threatened to hurt me, I would just say, Merry Christmas. Remember what the state of the world was like. Remember the shame, humiliation, the segregation, the division. Don't forget. Because the more you comply, the worse it's going to get. Never forget what happened as they tried to mimic their evil crimes against humanity. Please, okay? So ask yourself, are you safe? Are you happy? And do you really want to comply? And how did complying work out for you last time? All those people that were licking the government's buttholes and saying, I can't wait for the V. Everything's going to be great once we get the V. It didn't work, did it? Everything they told you was a lie. Everything. Every single thing was a lie, and it's all come out. There is scholarly evidence to prove it was all a lie. Why die on the hill of not being wrong when you just were? Can't you just accept that it's a lie? That's what I'm begging you. I'm just begging you and asking you nicely to remember the way your government let you down, to remember the way they continue to let you down with the inflation that was caused by the panini, with the gas prices that's caused by, at least in America where I am, the current administration. To remember the way they kept you from feeding your children and working. This is sounding like an A relationship, isn't it? A narcissistic and A relationship with the government. Oh, don't do that. It's for your own good. Don't work. Don't have any freedom. Don't have any bodily autonomy unless it's convenient for us. My body by choice only in certain situations, of course. Blackmailing you out of your work. Blackmailing you into the house. Inciting violence, encouraging certain places to be burned to the ground, businesses destroyed, encouraging this behavior, calling it peaceful. Now they're just burning shit down. They're not having us do their dirty work for them. They're just blatantly doing it now, themselves. So follow the patterns in those fiery situations. And didn't they rein in the panini with a fire over the Amazon? Isn't that how it all started? 2 weeks to slow the spread. And I live in a blue state. So it was like 3 years. We just got out. I'm not going back in. You give them an inch, they'll take 15 miles. Never forget that. Never forget the way this panini ruined your life. Never forget the way it ruined your friendships, your family relationships. Never forget the way it stole from you. Never forget the way the billionaires just kept getting richer and richer and richer. Never forget. Okay? And like I said, ask yourself, are you happy? Are you safe? And what'd you get out of complying last time? All right, I love you guys. I'll stop rambling. I could go on and on. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I'll just channel and say what I feel from my personal experience and understanding of this reality. And by the way, I am not the end-all be-all. I do not know everything. You're allowed to disagree with me. This is simply my opinion and my understanding of the world as a psychic and a healer. And my understanding as a very good researcher and somebody who has, like I said, lived it firsthand. All right, I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.